On this episode of In the Lead, we are interviewing an Easy Agent Pro reader who used some tips we had for LinkedIn and Facebook marketing to generate just enormous wealth and contacts in their database. They went from having 80 contacts in their database to over 1,300, and then took some Facebook ad spend guides and generated just an enormous amount of business. I think it was over $40,000. So excited to get into that. Let's get into the show. Hey everyone, this is Tyler with the In the Lead show, and I'm really excited today. We're going to be interviewing someone a bit different, Julio from Florida. He's actually a real estate investor, but he's done some cool things that he picked up from the Easy Agent Pro blog that have taken his sort of business to the next level. His contact list has just grown really dramatically since just taking a little bit of advice. So welcome to the show, Julio. Glad to have you here.
Thank you, Tyler. It's a pleasure.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in real estate investing? What are your goals? Why do you like doing it?
I started back in about 99, 2000, and started with a small construction company up in the Northeast. Basically doing what everybody else was doing at the time. That was the money maker for everybody. I wasn't really into investing, and I rolled on a condominium complex where the owner got into some marital problems, and I kind of firsthand saw what a motivated seller was, and that's what inspired me to get into investing.
Yeah,
So
that's really pretty cool. So yeah, let's get into it. So you were saying that you saw one of our tactics. Was it about LinkedIn? And then you took action on it that night and got results. Why don't you share that story with the listeners?
Well, I believe I found your link on Facebook. So I was a Facebook marketer per se, and we all know that Facebook marketing is more of, memes and all that. But anyway, I clicked on it about midnight, and I started watching the video, and, at 1 o'clock in the morning, I see this guy Tyler here, and I'm thinking he's going to waste my time, but I do it anyway, and I start watching the video, and immediately I said, I'm going to give this guy a chance to see what happens. At the time, I wasn't using LinkedIn. I only had about maybe 60 to 70 LinkedIn contacts that I couldn't vet, and I didn't know who they were. I just knew who they were by their pictures. So after going through the video, I started implementing everything that you said, and now I'm looking at Tyler as I think this guy's like a marketing guru. In fact, I have you on my contact list as marketing guru. I can send you still pictures if you want.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So how many contacts on LinkedIn do you have today?
Today I have close to 2,000.
Wow. So you went from like 80 connections on LinkedIn to over 2,000?
That's correct.
Okay.
I'm around 2,000 right now. But the important part is that these people that I have are actual business people. So everybody who I deal with, whether it's a realtor, whether it's a broker, whether it's a wholesaler, whoever it is, are people who I'm vetted with. I've either sent them an email, called them. I've interacted with them 100%, almost all of them.
Wow. And so, like, how much time do you spend on this I think I can link it up for people who haven't seen the video, but it was my LinkedIn crawling tactic where we talk about looking at people's profiles and making sure it's a really specific person to you. But how much time do you spend doing that tactic to get these type of results?
I only did it one time. I did your system one time, and that only time I did it, 100%. I followed it step by step, and I seriously only did it one time.
Wow, now you have like over 2,000 people that you can reach. So you reach out to, so then like once they connect with you on LinkedIn, you say you reach out to them, call them, email them. Is that pretty much how you've built your investing business, or what do you do to take that relationship further?
In my case, because I'm looking, it depends what I'm doing. If I'm looking for property, then I go in there. I took that list from LinkedIn that I gained from your marketing campaign, and then I downloaded it to a CSV, uploaded into two programs, and I run Podio for the front side of my business, and then I run HubSpot for, I would say, the front part too. But in HubSpot it's easier for me because I do a filter, and then I filter out whoever I want to contact, and then I do a mailing campaign, an email campaign, and then through that email campaign, right now I send out, maybe I have, let's say, 800 realtors, and I'm looking for an investment property in North Carolina. Then I put in those keywords, mass email them, and then work with whoever calls me first. So usually I get about, anywhere in the 30 to 40 range call back or a direct email, but I'm at least making contact with people who are in the field and actually working the business 100%. So,
Wow. And like all of this is pretty much like free marketing and sales, right? Like I don't think any of that costs money. It just takes little time. Am I right in that?
I've spent zero money, zero, on marketing, zero at all
Wow.
time. I I I I mean, I use everything that's free. I mean, not that I'm frugal or anything, just if I can do it for free and get the same results, then why not? So I started with you, and then I believe I watched the. I've done almost everything that deals with Easy Agent Pro, and I'm not an agent. I did the landing page on marketing that you did. I did that
Mm-hmm.
too. That overnight, I think I sent you an email on that. I think overnight I got about maybe 25 subscribers from
Wow.
markets that I don't. I mean, I marketed to Chicago because my wife's from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, just in conversation with her, I said, I bet you I can get about at least 10 solid references in Chicago. So I did Chicago, and I sold 2 properties in Chicago off that marketing campaign, actually. So
Wow.
for free, I think I net profited about 20 grand on that deal, on those 2 deals. So it wasn't
So,
that
so
bad.
let's break that down. So like, let's break down. So we talked about seller landing pages. So let's talk about that specifically just for a couple minutes. So you would set up the page and then you would use LinkedIn to get people to that page. Is that what you're saying?
No, I have my own website, which is under
Mm-hmm.
development right now. But at the time, I'm like a one-man show. So I come up with an
Right.
idea, I run it, and then I keep track of what I did. You know, like basically like Tyler says to do it. So I mean, seriously, this is how it is. So instead of what I did was, if you remember that marketing campaign that dealt with the landing page with the beach and all that.
Oh yeah, of course that one. Yep.
Right. So I live in Florida, and then I had my own beach picture, so I did my own
Mm.
background. I did the same banner. I put it on the landing page, um, and I launched it. And the results were unbelievable. I got two solid deals off of that, and then I moved on to I just keep doing it where I feel the market is. And I mean, I follow the market pretty much on what's hot and what's not, and
Mm-hmm.
little by little. Right now I'm not marketing any dollars into any market and trying to
Right.
figure out what my profit is, because a dollar off of zero is a profit. So right
Yeah,
now
that's pretty big.
it's all free. So I've done about I shouldn't even say this, but I've done about maybe 5 or 6 of your programs, and just because I'm not a realtor, um, I got to implement things that keep me within the legal rights of me
Right.
advertising, and so it gets a little bit tough. So I mean, I've started to send you emails on how I should do it, but so far it's worked. I haven't had any problems at closings. My title company's happy. Everybody's happy. So your system works, buddy.
That's awesome. So like, what would you recommend to someone who maybe is where you were? What was this, like 6 months ago, where you had 80 contacts in your sphere? Like, what would you recommend them to do just to like get things going, get things growing?
I think that paying attention mostly to the market itself is very crucial to investors and realtors. Not
Mhm.
only is the market changing for realtors, it's really changing for investors. And today, there's so many people doing so much for the investment environment outside of being a realtor that it never remains the same. Pricing price. I mean, you name it, pricing, appraisals, contract bids, rehab, everything changes. So I think to me, I personally, just like everybody else, have looked at, maybe 50, 60 different type of email campaigns and 50, 60 Tylers, 50, 60 Easy
Right.
Agent Pros. But you pick one, you stick to it, and roll with it. I happen to pick you, and I don't know, it
Awesome.
worked for me. And you're my secret too. After today, you're no longer a secret to me. So
Yeah.
everybody that I know is gonna know. So they're gonna know who I used, and I mean, you'll be blessed after today. Hopefully, let's see.
Yeah. Well, thanks for that. Is there anything you want to say parting wise? I know this was a little bit of a shorter episode for us, but I think that's like just great advice people can just take action on. We'll sort of do a write up with this, showing them exactly how they can break that down and implement it. But is there anything parting wise that you want to say to agents or investors or people listening out there?
Well, not. I mean, I'm not a. I don't. I wouldn't even know what to say. I think a lot of the people out there right now they're so stuck on the things that they do that maybe they just don't look at new things. But you have to look at new things to make things work. And if the market is changing and your marketing campaign doesn't yield what you expect, then you have to look at new things. I personally like Easy Agent Pro. You guys are great. Sean has helped me tremendously in the times I've spoken to him. The emails, customer service. I mean, I just happened to. I didn't like you at first, but then I ended up loving you because of the outcome. But I
Yeah.
mean, if I have to say anything, of course, I mean, you guys got to look at the. Oh, and your website campaign. I looked at that and I really considered it, but it was more geared towards an agent. And again, I'm not an
Right.
agent, so
Right.
But if ever I did become an agent, then I, of course, I'd put you up there with those carrot
Right.
people and whoever those guys are. But I mean, I definitely recommend your product. Absolutely.
Well, that's really kind of you. I'm just happy that someone's had good success with this, and hopefully this motivates some other people to grow their connections they have on LinkedIn. So, Julio, thanks for your time. We'll wrap up the show here, but thanks for your time and best of luck for success in the future.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Hey everyone, it's Tyler back with the In the Lead Show. Hope you had some inspirational takeaways there from Julio. I'm going to actually link up in detail the things he was talking about on the blog post. So if you're listening, just go to the show notes and click the button there. But just tap in the logo that you see, the screen will pop up and you'll be able to click the button. And then if you go on YouTube, you can actually just click the link to go look and see exactly what he did to get that, just insane amount of wealth generated from these activities that are very, very low-hanging fruit. So I'm Tyler from Easy Agent Pro. I'll look forward to talking with you next time on In the Lead. We're gonna have a great guest next time, someone who's been there, done it, and just grown a big, big real estate company. So I'm excited to talk to him next. We'll talk with you next week. Have a good one.